Hi, you guys.
I'm Tim Moore. Welcome back to another episode of...
You're going to stop doing that. You're going to stop. Welcome back for another episode of More to the Story. I am Farron Moore. I love how funny you are to yourself.
Like if I take my glasses off, I can't see what's happening.
That's not how it works.
Ty took her glasses off like she was in trouble.
Oh my God. You attention whore.
All right.
We are back with the beautiful Ty Davis.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Jesus.
I'm also here up to hear more.
No one cares.
To hear you so childish.
The most childishest,
Some would
say.
Oh, boy. I love you, friend.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Ty, we reject him right now.
Okay. I reject you, friend.
Hashtag I'm with Farron.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
What we talking about today? Shit.
Oh.
Girl, fuck you. Sometimes you just Ty, listen, man. You know, sometimes you just gotta get it out.
He can say that to me, but he hesitant to choke a bitch out every once in a while.
Right. Like I'm saying. Like you can't pile drive her into the bed, but you can say, girl, fuck you. Listen.
You know
Because she
what?
laughs every time. She laughs every time I say she'll never take me seriously.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which is another reason why I'm hesitant to choke her, because she'll never take me seriously.
It's a confidence thing.
I gotta damn near make her pass out for her to take. Oh, you was about it that time.
No, it's like it's an energy, it's a confidence that goes with the choking. You know, anyway.
All right.
Ty gets it.
I'm gonna do some push-ups and then I'm gonna choke the shit out of her. Next time. I just bought those little hand grips that you used to have back in the day.
You're going to jail. That's what I'm saying. You're not even going. You're going to prison right away.
Don't Darius McCrary me.
Ooh,
Oh my
it's gonna
goodness.
be one of these days. All right. You want to take a sip of this here water?
Okay, so recently I saw a post, maybe y'all saw it, about a mother and daughter. They were so close. Oh, I should have put something on my lips, but they were so close that they like had shown each other their sex tapes. You saw that?
No,
Oh, you did not?
I did not.
Yeah, so the daughter was like 26. I don't even think they said how old the mom was. Maybe they did, and I just don't remember. But the daughter was 26, and she was sitting there with her mom, and they're all like hugged up close, feeding each other grapes and shit. And the mom, at the time that the story was being told, the mom was like, yeah, I showed her like a sex tape I did like 2 years ago. And when did you show me yours? And she was like, I think maybe like a year ago. And I was like when, yes, I do feel that the parent-adult-child relationship shifts over to more of a friendship when they're older. But there has to be like some lines drawn somewhere. This girl started lining her lips. Ty said, look.
Yeah, we got to draw a line somewhere. And I draw the line on my goddamn lips. That's where I'm drawing the line.
And I hate you for being able to do this freehand.
Like, I'm drawing on.
She's looking at her phone.
I'm looking
though.
at-
She's
Oh,
using
at her
Yeah.
phone? Okay, because the way I be so close to the mirror. But
Well, these are good
It's just-
spectacles. I can see into the future with these chaps.
I just, the line, like, even with the whole smoking, like, smoking around your kid, smoking weed around your kid is one thing, but smoking with them is something totally different, in my opinion. And so it's like, when did these things become a norm? Like, how do you keep that level of respect amongst... Ty, you got a grown daughter. What y'all like?
Knew it was coming.
How old were you when you had her?
So I was 14 years old when I gave birth to my oldest daughter, who is 26.
Right.
And we have a very great open relationship, but watch it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So she's actually involved in a polyamorous relationship. She has a man partner and a woman partner.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's what's up. If that's what y'all doing. Now I have questions. Like for sure, I would have what, how y'all be doing it? Like, do y'all like y'all all do it together? Like, do y'all take shifts? Like, who got Monday, Wednesday, Friday? But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to know. You know what I mean? So, but we're open with each other, but there's also still a respect boundary, and I had to transition from mom mode when she became an adult to. Yes, she is my child, but she is a woman. And so sometimes when she says stuff and I just be like, whew. Because I want to make sure that we maintain like the open line of communication that we have, because I don't want to make her feel like she can't come to me and talk to me about things. But I don't know, like sometimes she'll make a post and be like, ooh, yeah, mood. And I'll be like, nigga, all right, scroll past. Like I just hurry up and scroll past. I don't like those things, but we have a pretty open relationship, but there's a mutual respect both ways.
Yeah.
And, she has that type of relationship. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, I feel like I might want to try that out because it's working. Like my daughter hasn't borrowed money from me in years. I'm like, like they down there splitting stuff because
like everything's split 3 ways.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's working because like they happy and stuff. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? And like I've been actually incorporating it into my stand-up.
Yes.
Which makes it easier, for me to like be more free, and it's harder for people to steal. So I was just like, man, my daughter broke a generational curse, and I'm proud of that. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was a side bitch, and she got the bitch in the house with her. That's progress. You know what I mean? So I'm proud of my girl. We have a mutual respect, and I don't judge her because I know I be doing stuff that I don't want to be judged on. Like, man, I don't want my kids to know me. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, hey, man, I'm into things. And I'm into things. And I don't want my kids to be like, Mama. I'm like, hey, hey.
Mama got to eat.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the Fenty that keeps this skin right. Hello? Okay. So, yeah.
I feel like we should have had her in on the episode we did that actually comes out Tuesday.
Which one is that? Oh, shit. Yeah. That episode.
Yeah, that was, we did it's coming up. Y'all are probably seen the trailer already. It's on YouTube.
Listen.
I can't
and
wait
by
to see
the time this one comes out, the episode is already out.
Listen, if you're watching this episode right now, you haven't seen it.
Comes out, 29th.
The sperm, OJ.
OJ with Pope.
OJ with Pope is the name of the episode. If you haven't seen that one, stop watching this one. Go watch that one immediately. I don't normally say like, yo, this episode, this motherfucker crazy. But
okay, I'm gonna have to check
that episode. That motherfucker crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that episode went crazy.
It went nuts. Okay, but anyway, back to you and your glowing skin. Oh my goodness!
I'm not gonna show my daughter my.
No.
Nah, like I draw the line.
Yeah.
Like we can talk about some things, but let's not do the whole thing. Like we not. Ooh, nah.
Definitely.
But we
I
have
remember,
a respect. Yeah.
Baby girl was in the room when a friend brought up just a nude resort or something. And, I was trying to stay mum on it, even though I was like, ooh, tell me more. But I didn't say anything because my kid was there. And she turned around. She was like, Mommy, you would love that. I'm like, what? What?
She know.
What energy have I
like,
put
how
off
you
that
know
you
me?
know this?
Fam be walking around the house,
I be
just
butt ass
cheeks
naked, windows
clapping.
open, windows wide.
I be like, yo, what the fuck you doing, bro? I be gone too much for you to be doing this shit.
I'm out here.
I just look and listen.
That's why I can't wait for the kid to leave because I want to walk around dick swinging.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Shit.
I am less than a year from my freedom papers because my baby is 17.
Really?
And I have never lived alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went from my mama's house to my house, but the kids was there.
Mm-hmm.
I have never. So that's why whenever I'm traveling and on the road in a hotel, man, I naked just. Like I be sleep in the bed, spread eagle, no blanket, windows open, because I feel like if you can see in here and see what I'm doing, you deserve this.
See, I love that because I do the same thing. I told him, I was like, I don't even travel with things to sleep in.
For what?
And I'm like, put me up on a high floor So, because this window about to be open all day, and I'm about to be butt ass naked.
But she be trying to fuck like that too. I'm like, our neighbors can see us.
So
my ass is out with the stroke.
Yes.
Give them a show.
This stroke is.
Also, yes.
I got an ass. Now I'm stroking, and that ass is moving, and then her ass moving.
I'm jealous. They can see it. We need more. I want mirrors around the walls.
I'm curious. I'm curious. I don't know if this
I also want to see it.
Is this a boundary violator? But are your yams freckled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Freckled yams. Okay. All right. I knew the face, but I didn't
feel like he's probably like mooned the camera on at least one show.
I tried to move the squad with we was in Atlanta, but they was driving and they didn't look.
He's showing his ass. So,
every part of my body is freckled except for my penis. I got the penis of a DeAndre. My penis dark as hell.
Why DeAndre though?
Because DeAndre's be dark as hell.
Yes.
DeAndre, DeMarcus.
Look at her. She over there reminiscing.
I'm
on
trying
her past DeAndre.
I'm trying to put like something in my head to remove that image out.
Dark skin penis.
Like, cause.
I got the penis of a nigga that put it in carburetors all day.
All right, Danny Glover.
Anyway, moving on. She said, "Daddy, go."
I just need something.
My
to
penis
tape.
be like,
moving on.
I'm too old for this shit.
So,
Briggs.
You got a tan meat missile? Is what you saying? Like,
ew! Don't
How
call
do we
it
get
a
here?
meat missile. I just caught that. I don't like it.
You don't like meat missile?
I do not like.
how do you
meat
feel
missile.
about soul pole?
Okay, I can vibe with soul pole.
I heard somebody call it a soul pole before. I was like, that's cool.
Meat missile, just I don't know.
That's why. Not everybody has a meat missile.
A fire on that pool for that pool.
What the fuck?
We have the target locked
Childish.
Okay,
Fire
so I was just looking up information on just that transition for kids to become autonomous adults and how it really can. But autonomous adults, and also for parents to like step back and not be so involved, or what they call enmeshed. I learned a technical word.
Okay.
Within the psychology community. But anyway, so basically I found that you are not a full grown, like your own person level adult until after 30.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I never really thought about it. Once you hit 21, 25, you like getting it, bam, grown now. Can't nobody tell me shit. But it's like, no, I was still, even in moving out here, I was still very, very influenced by my mom and my older sister. And didn't really like step into me until I was like 34, 35.
Your taste buds haven't settled until like 34, 35.
Listen.
What you mean?
Like, you don't even like the same stuff in your 20s that you do in your 30s.
Oh, yeah, very true.
And even in your, like, at 30, by 35, it might have changed again. I never ate pizza with white sauce. Ever.
Yeah, and you just started liking olives, too.
Just started liking olives.
Like yesterday.
Yes, like 3 days,
olives.
like three years ago when we went to Europe.
Yeah, but you still like weren't like super big on them, but now you're like, I want olives on my pizza now. Like you just started doing that. So, yeah. So if you out there and you think you're grown and you are under 30, you ain't. Haha.
Yeah,
in your
and
face.
you know what's crazy? It's like, imagine I've been a mother more than half my life. And now, like, when I turned 40, literally, like, there was a physical, spiritual, you feel it change. And I was just like, wow, like, this is who I am. Like, this is who I am. Like, this is who I'm going to be. And I think about, like, from the perspective of my daughters, they both got different mothers. You know what I mean? Like, they're 9 years apart, but they both had completely different mothers.
Definitely.
Which is different from the mother that I had. Like, my mama did her best, like, for sure. But my relationship with my girls is completely different than that of my me and my mother had. And I just find that I fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you cool. Like,
right.
You all right. But it takes a while. Like, I didn't know anything when I was in my 20s. What? You're ridiculous. You don't know life. And I had a whole child that I was, so it's interesting. But now that I'm 40, shouty, like I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be 41 in a couple months. Like, I like the space that I'm in. And like, I was somewhere the other night and they were like, wow, you look like you don't give a fuck. And I was like, I don't. About any of you. Like, I don't even know why you're talking to me, to be honest with you. But it's like, it's just a comfort level and I dig it. Yeah, you ain't grown. You ain't grown at all.
I feel like I thought when I had my kid, because especially since I had her so young, I had her when I was 20.
I win.
Yeah, sure, friend. All right. I had her when I was 20, and so something about that was just so empowering to me. Then I was like, okay, like I am taking on full responsibility. I'm going to do everything in my power to not depend on anyone. This was my decision. And I remember, like, I was still living with my mom, but I was working and going to school and paying bills and just doing, And I remember, like, her feeling like she was also my daughter's parent. And I was like, yo, I need you to fall back. We're just under the same roof.
Child.
But you are not in control of this. And so she would, make suggestions or she would tell me to do things and, for her or whatever. And sometimes I would, listen. Sometimes I would take heed and sometimes I wouldn't. Like, I made the decision my own. But she would call herself scolding me for not listening to her. And I had to, like, sit her down. I was like, I need you to understand. This is my child. Whatever you tell me to do, those are suggestions. I will do what I see fit. Yeah. And I need you to respect that. And she was like, oh, okay. And she, like, fell way back. And then I started, like, making moves to move out because I was like, she ain't going to stop for real. And
y'all see that tone? Y'all see that tone when she said it? That's why it's hard to choke her in the bedroom. Because I'd be like, if she start using that tone, I'm going to just go sleep on the couch. It's like, first of all, I need you to choke me like you hate me. Hold on. First of all, I don't hate you, though. Like, why you want me to do that?
Well, let me make you hate me.
Okay.
Piss you right off. But no, you said that's true.
So you had a different kind of mom because, like, I did that whole thing with my mom and she, girl, fuck you. Okay. Like my mother is very overbearing, controlling, and hovering. And because I live at home now and man.
I mean, she still stayed that way for quite a bit. Like, even though I moved out, she would just pop up at my place, like, unannounced.
What? Pop? Oh, no.
But it was a couple times, like, in my house, she tried to undermine me, and I went straight to that door. Have a good night.
Yes. Oh, don't it feel good to kick your mama out?
Yes. I've done it twice. I did not make a habit of it. I did it twice.
Nah.
And it wasn't like a whole thing. But she walked all slow to the door. She looked around my place like, bye. It's like, yes, bye.
I remember the first time I kicked my mama out. My mama said, I've been thrown out of better places than this. I was like,
mama.
Get your ass out of here.
I had the privilege of kicking my mom out, but I made my mom go to bed when she came out and stayed with us for a while.
How you make your mama go to bed?
Because she was in the living room. I was like, hey, it's time to cut these lights off. All right.
And she listened.
You go ahead and lay down on that couch, and that light went out right there.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead and lay down on that couch. You can leave the TV on for a little bit, but I come back in here. I want your eyes closed.
What?
Why? What was your reason?
Yeah.
Just control issues?
Yeah. Just a flex.
Cause she stayed out there. She's like, you want to play cards? It's time to go to bed, Emma.
But your mom was aggressive as fuck with them cards, though.
Oh, she was.
She wanted to play cards every 42 seconds.
Bid Whiz and Jim Rummy.
And Tonk.
Oh, okay.
And Tonk. She played Tonk with me, but.
Child, every 42 seconds, she had them cards in her hand. And, like, we were, like, taking shifts. We're like, okay, if she brings up the cards, it's your turn to play.
Wow.
I played last time.
Did she want to
for
do
an
spades?
hour and a half straight.
Like, did she do spades or?
Like,
she tried to teach us like 2-hand and 3-hand spades, but she was more with Tonk and Gin Rummy.
Tonk is lit.
Listen. Oh, she was.
Was it just a shortage?
I don't. Or was it motion sensor? I don't know.
You need
It's
me?
gonna die soon?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you just need me to periodically wave my arms in the air.
Like you just don't care.
But when I first heard about paintyourlife.com, I thought that's a dope idea. So it got to be super expensive, right? Y'all, it's not at all. So with paintyourlife.com, you get a professional hand-painted portrait of any photo recreated for you. You get to choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every single detail is right. And it's done fast and super affordable. You get your portrait in like 3 weeks. We have one of these hanging in our living room right now, and we have another one on the way. So now let me tell you how you can get one. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. And if you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word story to 64,000. That's story to 64,000. Text story, STORY, to 64,000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text story to 64,000. Bye.
I appreciate the temperature that you like, the control of the temperature in here, because I be having personal summers and I left my fan and I'm like, I have a hot flash right now, but it's balancing out. I'm like, ooh, this is perfect. So
I thought Farron was gonna be too cold because Farron be.
I was cold when I
cold.
first got here, and I talked to Cam. You were still out there, and he adjusted for me.
Oh, God. It felt fantastic.
He said it was on like 60, and I'm like, who would
60?
do that? What
We
kind
tryna
of
murder
murderous?
us?
Right.
murderers.
It felt great. They just.
That's because you don't know no better.
60. That is winter.
That's because you don't know no better. Your soul
Hey, we was talking about
runs
this
hot.
just briefly. It's like, I don't like the summer. It's
Love
too
it.
hot. It's sweaty. It's muggy. Depending on where you go, it's hella humid. You can't really flex on the fashion tip in the summer because it's too hot to really do anything. I love
You
the
can if
spring.
you're a woman.
And well, y'all flexing y'all
Definitely
body.
can.
Y'all ain't really flexing on the fashion tip, bro.
Oh, okay, let
no.
me tell you something. Tonight's fashions.
No, we get both.
Yeah.
It be
It's
hot.
going down.
Niggas can only wear like some fucking shorts, some culottes, or some shit like that. I love the spring. I get to layer up on you hoes. I can't do shit in the summer, man.
That's
Tank top
because
be sticking to my titties.
You
Not my
love,
titties.
you really, really love layers. You're like, I'm going to do a shirt with an overshirt with a jacket, and then I'm going to
These
put on
hoes
this.
ain't ready.
I'm going to put a scarf around my neck, and then I want a hat with some glasses.
Yeah, you do be
Let's
doing
go,
a lot.
motherfucker.
Yes.
You
like he
accessorize a
does.
lot.
Yes.
He does a lot.
Because
And
I don't want to lose strip poker.
Because
I
at any
dress
moment you
every-
could play that.
Any moment. Last
Especially
time
when
I
his
was at
mama
church.
around.
Man, I was at church. The first lady had to come up on everything. You
You
feel
know
me?
what? I be forgetting you lie.
Literally all the time.
I gotta remember that. You be lying.
Literally all the time. So
I
if,
thought we was better than that.
No, I thought we were better than that. Tiny Mike is when I found out who you were.
Don't do that. You gotta let
Tiny
that go.
Mike.
You gotta let that go.
So if you out there thinking you grown and you're like, am I too close to my parents? Like, is this a toxic situation? Should I make some efforts to shift the dynamic? Because like I said, I dealt with it even with moving 2,300 miles away. You know, my mom was calling me, asking me where everybody was and how come they weren't with me. And I'm like, yo, I need you to stop. Like, that was another talk we had. I was like, yo, you don't need to know where everybody is. Everyone's fine. Ask
She
if
talking
they're
about me
okay.
and Kendall?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
you can tell Val I'm grown.
Nosy.
No,
I
she
love
would
Val
just,
though. Val could do no wrong
she
in my
would
book.
just be like, where's husband and baby? Why you not with them? It's like, wait,
I
what?
have a
I
life.
don't get a second by myself? Like, that was your life, not mine. Your kids ruled your life.
Now,
not
Farron
mine.
say that, but she don't want no time by herself.
Yes,
During the pandemic, Farron and I,
I do.
to give each other space, you know,
I do.
would go check into a hotel for the weekend.
Okay.
This provided sanity. It provided a little peace. It provided a little time to relax, not have to get up in the morning to cook breakfast and figure out what people want to eat. All that. I would, because I would do it. I need my space.
Mm-hmm.
And she, in first, I got a lot of pushback for it. And then she understood where I was coming from. And then she was like, all right, I want to try it too. Farron would go, and then she would call us the whole time. What y'all doing?
No, I wouldn't call. I would text to make sure everything was okay, like occasionally.
You remember when I lived in that hotel for a week?
Oh, yeah. Why do you say lived in this hotel?
Because when I tell you I moved in, I lived there. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I am sick of my family. I'm sick of seeing other people's faces. Oh, it was a glorious time to be had.
Then Farron was like, you coming to the hotel with me on my weekend. That's your weekend. But I went.
No, the whole thing is because I let you, in every relationship, people have their roles. It is my job to make sure we have our time alone, because we keep taking this time apart. Then the only time we're together is when we're at home with the kid. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm willing to sacrifice my time for us.
I get that.
Because otherwise it would not happen.
You need you time, you and him time,
exactly.
you and the kid time,
so
and then
like,
you, him, and the kid time. Yeah, I get it.
This month, I'm willing to sacrifice my time for us, and then next month, I will take my time alone. Like, but he didn't get that. And I'm
didn't get that.
What don't you get? Because we never had any alone time.
She was right. She's right, though. She's absolutely.
So,
in this instance, I am wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She broke it down in a way, and I got it now. So I apologize. You're amazing.
Don't touch me. It's time out. Jesus.
How are you gonna choke you if you like don't touch it? All right.
Girl, fuck you. Got me all the way fucked up. I can touch whatever the fuck I want to. Don't you
that's
ever forget
That's the energy right there. To hear that's it. Look at her face.
Better get your shit
Look
together.
at that. Look at her. Look at her. Tongue out. Squat.
All
Like
right,
it's
nigga.
very much moist. Very excited.
Show off for these motherfucking cameras if you want to.
Yeah, what you gonna do later? Tell her. What you gonna do?
Nah, I can't say that on camera.
That's right, but look at her eyes when you say it.
Spit in your mouth.
Little extra lubrication.
I almost snatched his ponytail off the back of my head. I was just talking about that with somebody. Last night. Like, what is that about? Like who? Like what is who? Like what do you get? Like who?
No one man should have all that power.
Like I've never had nobody do that. Like is that what? Y'all into that? That's
choke.
Cool? Like how I feel.
Open your mouth.
Do it.
I don't know.
Just try it.
Yeah.
Just try. If you don't like it, then don't do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But just try it. Just try it.
Make sure they brush their teeth first, though. That's the thing.
That's
I'm a very hygienic person. Like, we brush our teeth before we get that. We take showers and all that shit. Because it's about to get nasty. Let's just make sure we get our cleanest before we get our nastiest.
Like, cause
She get out the shower. Get back in there and wash that asshole 2 more times for me.
yeah, nah, for sure. Like
Wash that 2 more times. You get Mexican tonight.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Here you go.
He'll stick his head in the bathroom. Wash that ass good,
Wash
girl.
that ass good
Yeah.
now.
Yes, sir.
And you gotta make sure you cough like so you can get
But you
in
gotta
there.
bend over and cough. If you
bend
cough
over.
standing
Yeah.
up,
Nah.
that ain't gonna do nothing.
Take
Get
the
in there.
Bend
shower
over.
head off and just...
Yep.
Yeah, get up in there.
Get up in
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
This one took a turn.
It did.
Sorry.
It did.
Oops. Cause let me tell you something. Cause listen, I told y'all I'm into things. I'm into things, and
That's why I'm like, just try it. Try it. Just try it.
It's weird because like I be into
Try it and report back.
I'm into some stuff that people be like, but then I'm like that, and I'm like, yeah. I'm into things.
Okay. So if you're out there thinking you're grown, but maybe your parents still maybe make you feel like you're not, or if you're a parent of an adult and you probably are guilty of some of these things. So let's get into the things.
Let's go.
So putting unrealistic demands on their time and attention. Just like you just want to be together all the time, or you're disappointed when you're not, and not in a reasonable way, kind of in a guilt trip. You owe me this type of way, to where they don't have time on their own.
Like, is this
Like,
the
I
parent
dealt
and the
with this.
child? Or?
Yes, like
Okay.
the parent is demanding all this extra time and attention from the child.
Okay.
So that they don't get that breakaway to ever really become autonomous. Like, I've heard stories of like mother and daughter being so close that when the mother passed away, shortly thereafter the daughter passed away because she did not know how to live.
She didn't have
without.
an identity outside of that.
Yes. So
That's crazy.
just having that, like a parent or adult child might call excessively or expect the other person to spend a large amount of their free time with them. And it just, I I experienced that, and I just thought it was normal until I realized it was not.
Right.
The hard way. And I mean, even moving away, I still spoke to my mom every single morning before going to work. Like we would talk on the drive to work, and I realized, I was like, man, that has to stop.
That's a lot of negativity. I can't
Exactly.
live like that.
Sometimes it was just like very, very heavy to start my day that way. And then I was like, I'll switch it to talking to her on the way home. But I'm like, I need that decompression time. I don't want to talk to no fucking body.
Yeah.
So, or at least talk to somebody I know that's going to like make me laugh or just, a different energy. But I can't keep. So now we talk like once a week. Like it's been a drastic change, but like we're better for it. And the conversations are more fulfilling, and and we actually got something to catch up on. And it's not just what have you done for the past 12 hours since we last talked.
You ain't gonna believe what happened at work.
See,
This
this like-
motherfucker done brought this shrimp in here and heated it up and got the whole.
Val,
Is that how she
goddamn-
talks? Is that her
no,
voice?
That's
Thank
his
you.
mama's voice.
Okay, because his voice for me is
Now my
very
mama
disrespectful.
talks very slow and quiet. Robert. Now, and she's one of the ones that like keep you on the phone when you're trying to get off.
And
Okay.
every time she calls, she's announcing how someone's sick or dying.
oh
Now your
Or
cousin,
dead.
your cousin is in the hospital again. He done got that gout, and he was in a 3-legged race, and he passed out.
And then she'll take a long pause. She'll be like, "That's crazy."
And now they talking about that they gonna have to cut. They might have to cut their leg off if the medication
I've been and hung up.
doesn't start working.
Child, he'll walk in.
Did you get that air purifier that I sent you? I sent it
Face.
through the Amazon.
Mm-mm.
He walk in, his face all
Anytime
twisted
it-
up, and he's like, "I spoke to my mom today." I'm like, "Who died?"
Every time. Just about every time my mom calls me, I got another cousin. And that's what people don't understand. Like, as social media people and entertainers, we go through regular life shit just like y'all. And then you got people in the comments talking shit. My mama calls me almost once a month with a cousin that's dying or has died.
First of all, how many people are in your family?
Not enough.
Not
enough
not
to
that
keep
many
dying
anymore.
At this, yeah, not enough to keep dying at this rate.
Not that many anymore.
I just had a cousin die this past month.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Makia's dad.
Mhm.
So, and then before that, Martin. And then before that, some cousin out in Detroit. This is every time I'm gonna start blocking her.
Sometimes you gotta block your mama.
Energy.
Like my mama's on her last leg as far as my social media. She got one more time to say anything about something that I post on this page, and she gone.
Why is your mama on there?
Get your ass off my page.
I'm happy my mama is on Facebook, and I'm like, yes, stay there because
Cause she
I'm
be,
not there.
Like she be trying to scare me, and then also she be like be embarrassing me. Like I remember I was turned up. I was at a party, like we in VIP. They popping bottles. I'm like, at the table, like, She comes on my live and she's like, your cat wants you to come home. Did he say it? Like he said, like my cat said something to you? Like get your ass off my Instagram live. God,
Oh,
trying to turn up,
mama.
lady. And she's like, why you on there, talking about, because that's what I do on there. This is my computer friends like this. I talk to my computer friends like this. Okay? Don't worry about my relationship with my computer friends. And then she
Not my
she got
computer
mad because
friends.
I was, because, sometimes I wash my face on Instagram Live,
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
you do. We use the same stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just be on it. Sometimes niggas want to watch me wash my face or whatever, and it helps me get through the process. But I got a towel around me. Why you on Instagram naked? I'm not on there naked. Like if you scroll down long enough, you'll see a picture of me in my bra and boy shorts. But I said, Mama, you got one more time to say anything about anything that I post, and it's
And
videos,
also, I'm 40.
and you're blocked.
also, I'm
And-
40.
Like humans have came out of my vagina, ma'am. I am grown. Like I have descendants of my descendants. Okay, I got grandchildren now. You get your ass out of here, mom.
Anytime you got to use that on your mama.
And she still be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Matter of fact, let me clean my guns. What you trying to say?
Ty mama still shoot dice in the alley. I swear to
Bruh.
God, she be on. Ty would be on Zoom with the homie. She would mute the microphone and be going back and forth with her mama and shit. Like Ty mama shakes sunflower seeds before she eat them. I get.
Like she will be in that room all day, not said a word to me all day. But the minute I open the iPad or the laptop and I'm doing something, here she will come out the room with you over there talk about to your little internet friends. Nigga, Why are you trying to embarrass me? Get your ass out of here.
Anytime they put little in front of friends, it's definitely meant to be disrespect.
Right,
Disrespectful
right,
as hell. Like I think the last time I did Zoom with the homies, she came out was you on there? I don't know if you was. No, I was hosting. You wasn't on there that night.
Oh, I remember she was like they was acting their ass up.
Really?
Talking about the guests. She was like,
quit.
I'm not hosting no more.
I'm done. I'm done with this. Your goddamn kids don't know how to act. I'm not.
This
never
girl
again.
turned in her 2 weeks. Like, look.
She was a substitute teacher. Like, they was acting the ass. I
I'm
came
telling
back to school
This
like,
my
so how
2
did they
weeks
do?
notice, letting you know I will not be working for the next 2 weeks.
I told on everybody.
It's cold on
Told on all y'all asses. Yeah, you go to hell. I'm not doing this no more.
Oh, the Zooming friends messed with you.
That was the Zooming with the homies detention class. Those are unruly. It was a lot going on. Goddamn Black Ron and then singing, and I was
Oh
like,
my
you know
God.
what?
Black Ron and his internet though.
Bless his
That
heart.
alone is disrespectful. But jumping back into these signs that relationship with your parents is unhealthy, or a relationship with your kid is unhealthy. They feel responsible for your emotional well-being, or you feel responsible for your parents' emotional well-being.
Is that bad though? To want your
Yes.
parents to be happy?
No.
it's not bad to want them to be happy, but it is not your responsibility
There it
to
is.
make
It's
them
that
happy.
part.
Oh, okay.
Because that's also where that's where that's where codependency and attachment issues come in. And like people don't understand that your relationships that you have intimately with other people are based on the conditioning that you had in your household. Like my mother is the strongest woman I know. I love that woman. You know what I mean? Like raised me, all of that stuff. But she hovers, and there were days that I didn't know how I was gonna feel until she got home, and I had to wait to see what mood she was in to determine what mood I was in, which caused me to minimize and make myself smaller and seek validation and confirmation. And then, I love her, but she's a narcissistic, emotionally unavailable person. And guess what I'm attracted to? Guess what my shit is? An emotionally unavailable narcissistic nigga. I be like, bitch. But if you come over there, I'm healthy and I communicate, and I'm like, what's that like? I don't know. What to do with you,
know
sir?
what to do with this
Called
information.
me
How do we do this?
a fucking cat.
He's a cat. Okay, so let me break it down. I called him a cat because when I approach him, when I'm like loving or affectionate or whatever, or just when he has my full attention, he pushes me away. He hides. He withdraws and all that. And it took me a very long time to
That's
pick up on the
definitely
pattern.
cat-like.
But the minute I am elsewhere, I'm not buzzing around him, I'm not concerned.
Hey,
It's
look at
we
me.
need a date night. Let's sit and watch this movie. Let's do this. Are you okay? Like, no, I'm just sitting here alone because I know you value your space. But now that I'm letting you have it, you don't want it.
He's the cat.
He's a
You're the
cat.
mouse. Yeah,
So
I get it.
And I mean, and I really, once it dawned on me, I was like, man, I appreciate that analogy because it helps me like pivot, because sometimes I want to be like, pretty much all the time, I want to be this affectionate person, but I know that he needs, to like just be left alone. And so it's like, okay, let him be a cat.
If any guys are out there, I want to say, when she first told me this, I almost took offense to it, but I was like,
Yeah.
You know what? That is me. I do like my personal time. So, ladies, if that sounds like a guy that you're dating,
Or if that's you.
figure out it and talk it out and find a way for you guys to both coexist. Because if I try to be everything she needs, like all affection and shit, I will fucking die.
Yeah.
I'm just not cut like that. Hugs freak me out. Like I can like. I can't do too much of that shit. Like, I just can't do it. And I can give her what she needs when she needs it, but I cannot do that 100% of the time.
24/7, yeah.
And this actually goes hand in hand with, like, we're not responsible for each other's emotional well-being. Like, you are allowed to feel how you feel, and all the feelings you have don't have anything to do with me. And even that took me a long time to realize, like, oh goodness, he's upset. I did something wrong. And it's like, no, bitch. Like,
he could just be upset about some other
you
shit. That ain't got
self-centered
nothing to do with
whore.
you.
It has nothing to do with you. Like, took it very personally. And it's like, no, it has nothing to do with you. He's upset over something else. Your mood shouldn't be yo-yoing because he's upset over something that happened somewhere else. Or he's just, sometimes just in his head on whatever. And it's like, that has nothing to do with you. You're in a great mood. You stay right where you are and move accordingly.
Like, be responsible for your own happiness and your own energy.
Yes.
Because her happiness would help bring me out of a bad mood. But if she was mad and wouldn't tell me why, then I am that person that like, I will fuck it. Everybody mad in this house. It's finna be uncomfortable as a bitch. I'm flipping over the couches. Ain't nobody gonna be able to sit down. The kitchen table's upside down. Y'all figure out how the fuck to eat standing up. That's how I was because
toxic
like,
as fuck.
I would
absolutely.
just flip the table back over.
Absolutely, but like I didn't learn how to not match her energy for a while because living on the street and then just being in the hood, I would match the energy of my counterparts. If niggas in the house mad, I'm gonna be mad. I'm having my guard up like just in case some shit pop off.
We're so in tune, like we notice when the other person's energy shifts immediately.
That's
and
empath
so we would
abilities.
take on like,
Their energy.
this like I want to fix it mode when it's like, can you fix it? And now you're taking ownership and making their problem about you.
Yeah, and that's another thing I would do because like I had to understand that because she might be feeling the type of way does not mean that she's ready to talk about the way that she's feeling. And I had to learn to accept that because I would get upset when I'm like, I'm trying to ask you what's wrong. She'd be like, I don't want to talk about it right now. Yeah. And I'm like, well, fuck it then. Tables getting flipped over.
But it's so crazy that he felt like this because he wouldn't talk about things.
Oh, hell no.
And so once he got to the point where he was okay with addressing the elephant in the room and talking about it, then it's like, I better be ready to talk right there.
You goddamn
when it's
right.
like,
No.
I've been trying to get you to motherfucking talk for motherfucking years,
Yeah,
and you
have.
motherfucker ain't been motherfucking doing
I ain't
it.
doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not ready. Goddamn it.
But he would literally never be ready. Like, it would never get addressed.
I was never a talker. I didn't believe in therapy and all of that shit.
He
When we first got
like
together.
when Tahir and I first like really became friends, he used to tell me like, man, before Farron, man, I ain't know how to communicate, and so
I think she be thinking I'm be bullshitting when I tell people that. I always tell people, Farron, I leveled up because
He tells me.
I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to problem solve. I didn't know how to I could be like political and work with people in a corporate environment and shit like that. But like I would hold a grudge forever. I'd be at your funeral like, got your ass now, bitch.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you thought I forgot, motherfucker. And I'm that petty.
That's your
I'm
grudge
that
holding
level.
voice?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm old, too. I'm at the funeral this 30
right,
years later.
That's always
Yeah, I
the voice.
got
And I'm
you,
like,
yeah,
why do you
motherfucker.
instantly take on such a demonic tone?
See, it's like I had a guy I was seeing my last. I'm not over it, but that guy that I was seeing, like, I would be upset about something right now. I'm telling him like, oh man, fuck this, I'm upset or whatever, and he's so like engineer minded. He's like, okay, so this is the problem.
Yeah.
This is how you fix it.
Yep.
And I was like, I didn't ask you to fix shit. I want you to listen. He was like, okay, I listened to you, but here's how you fix it. Why do we got to keep? And I used to be like, I hate your face.
We actually did an episode on that, like not being there for a loved one, for a friend, without trying to fix their problems, without trying to give advice. We just did one on that because that's so hard when you care about that person, or when you're just like it's logical to you. So you're like, here's the logic I want to offer to you. And it's like, everybody don't want that. I just want you to just shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah, and like, but you got to be clear with that. Like, and I, as much as I be like, oh, I'm a great communicator, I was trash. Okay, trash.
Knowing how to talk does
Like,
not mean
what?
you're a great communicator.
So I would say to him, hey, babe, I'm having an issue. I don't need you to do anything but listen to me right now.
Set
I
that
just need to
precedence.
vent. I just need to get this up off of me.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, hey, babe, I need to tell you what's going on, and then I need you to give me your
That part.
opinion. So, like, you got to be clear on both sides, and communication just isn't always about your ability to be able to speak. It's about your ability to be able to listen. And this relationship, like,
and relay
it
what
made me
you
so
need.
it made me so tired. Like, I'm so tired. And like people be like, "Why are you single?" Because have more peace this way. Like I am working on some stuff, and I don't want nobody coming over here fucking up my masterpiece and what I'm doing. And I'm not ready. Like I'm not together. Like dudes be like, wait, I am not together for you, sir. Like dudes be like, can I take you out sometime? No, you can't, because I like to go out all the time. So I'm not for you. You're not for me. Let's move on. I'm not ready.
I love Ty. She's a goddamn fool, but I love Ty.
She is.
I want to go out all the time. Like you gotta be. It's a lot. It's a lot for the man that's not for me. And if I'm too much, that just means you're not enough. Like, cause I need a dude that's gonna be able to, like, what I got to do tonight. I need whatever man I'm with. I need you to come. This is what you doing tonight. You with me. I need you to hold my purse while I'm on stage rocking this bitch. Like you got to be secondary tonight. I'm the star tonight. I need you to be okay with
Let
that.
them motherfuckers know.
But when we get back to the room, you the star, and I want you to do it.
You in
I
charge.
want you to, you know what I'm saying? You in charge.
And I heard about this new thing, like the
You in
kids are
charge.
spitting in each other's mouth. Can we try it?
Yeah, a friend of mine mentioned maybe we can go. Maybe we can see what that's like. You know what I mean? Maybe we can try it.
Okay, real quick. So, number 3, this one I love because it's like if you're a legit adult and you're still lying to your parents to avoid disappointing them about decisions you're making in your life, that is not healthy. They need to accept the decisions you're making, and if they cannot, then that's on them, but it is your life. Go in grace.
Actually, I lie to my mother sometimes, or I will lie by omission to preserve my peace, because my mother, like literally, I lived a life where I was like, okay, you want me to do everything that you said do? You want me to do this, and I did everything my mother said do. She still was not happy with me. She was still not pleased, and she was disappointed. I said, okay,
So why?
now I'm gonna do what makes me happy. And in doing that, she wasn't pleased. So like when my mom's like, oh, where are you staying? Like when you go to LA, I'm staying at the the W. That's because that's a expensive, fancy hotel, and so she could shut. No, you know what I mean? Like I lie for my peace because you keep asking questions, and I don't want to talk about this, but I'm giving you some leeway because you're a mother, you're concerned, you got my kid. But no, if I told her where I was staying and I showed her a picture of where I was staying, she'd be like, "Oh my God, you're gonna get murdered, ma'am. Relax, okay."
Child, look, Val get nosy. I'd be like, challenge accepted. Come at me for me telling you exactly what's happening. Try me.
I'd be
Like
lying.
I immediately my heart fills with violence. Like I'll be ready for her to start some shit. Like just,
Oh yeah,
like,
sometimes yeah.
I remember like the kid started staying at home by herself fairly early, fairly young. And so it was like a certain point where I got tired of being like, oh, she's in the after school program. No, I picked her up. I took her home. She has a phone. She has food. I'm around the corner. She's okay. What you got to say? Please tell me things. Like, this is the situation that we are in. It is working for us. Like, and she'll just say, they just always got questions that's a bit like, kind of, did you consider this as any of your business? But since you asked, here's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Got a problem with it? Guess what? You can't fix anything, and nothing needs to be fixed. And so the more I make her face that, now when she asks nosy questions and she hears, my response, and no telling, I probably have quite a tone when I'm giving it because I'm ready for her. But she'll be like, well, I'm going to leave that alone, and she'll just change the subject. It's like, yes, leave it alone.
The more you've been talking with that tone today, the more I want to choke the fuck out of you.
See?
Yeah, I'm choking the fuck out of you. Next guest is here, too.
Oh, I figured as much. Okay. Yeah, but we're wrapping up. So this last one, your parent expects you to check in with them before you make decisions about your life.
Now. I ain't checked in with my mama before a decision since I was 14 years old. I'm not even kidding. I'm not. Like, I was a very mature, even though I was still, like, fairly ignorant to a lot of things about life, but I was a very mature teenager. Like, I really didn't. The only thing I needed my mom for was a copy of my insurance card so I can make my own doctor's appointments. That's it. Like, I ain't checked in with my mom. I told her I'm getting married.
some people, some parents just expect that. Oh wait, you bought a car, you should have told me XYZ, whatever. Because I think I had my car for almost a month before I told my mom I had it. And she's like, why didn't you tell me? You didn't tell me you were looking for a car, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't so much in her energy in that statement wasn't like, oh, you should have talked to me first. It was, she was excited for me, but I just didn't ever bring it up. Like it just never fell into conversation, and I just went like, oh my God, I got a new car. I just wasn't that. So, but it was just, some people just feel like they're supposed to know all your moves even before you make them.
No.
And it's like, unacceptable.
Like my mom don't be knowing nothing. I be like, girl, like what you doing? Chilling. Like now I lie and I omit for my own peace. But I'm in therapy now, so I lie less to her. It's sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it, and we'll leave it at that. But like, I don't want to argue with you. I'm leaving, because if we argue, then we might have to square up. And she got guns.
I mean, you did bring up how she was cleaning them last time.
And like, that's another thing. Like, don't try to intimidate me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me clean my guns. Or what? You know what I'm saying? I'll throw a circuit breaker in this bitch tonight while you got this CPAP machine on your face. Don't play with me.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Passive aggressive.
I took that one to the heart.
Look, if one of y'all crazy assholes out there try that shit, do not blame my sweet friend Ty.
Hey man, these are the thoughts and opinions of just me. Don't put my friends in this. It's something that I said, and my mama is alive and well.
Just so, in other words, I haven't done it yet.
She is fine.
But yeah, so just take some, just be aware of the energy you're putting off to your adult child. And if you are an adult child, you can be close without your lives being enmeshed and just, difficult. Like you deserve to walk in your own grace. Like just be your own person.
Go in grace.
And we want that. We want that for you.
For sure.
So, yes. This was great.
I'm so excited I got to be on the show. Yay.
Yay. So this one, Ty, will likely air on the 13th. What do you have going on that we need to be on the lookout for? After the 13th.
I got some dates coming up. But man, I don't know, because, man, niggas be canceling shows. I be like, man.
You be like, what?
I'll be like, all right, man. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm doing stuff. My birthday in August, that's something to look forward to,
when?
I guess. August 11th.
August 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. Go get it.
So, but, I mean, just go to my Instagram, @comedian Ty Davis. Follow my Instagram. And if you click on my link tree, I got merch. I got, my TikTok, all that stuff. Man, go out there and get you some stuff.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, man, the Yam fam.
Awesome.
They support me for sure. I love them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just because I really liked this article, I found this on HuffPost, y'all. So if you want to finish it, because I did not go through all of the signs, but I do feel like it's a great read. And it's called 10 Signs You Might Have Unhealthy Boundaries with Your Mom. But this, I don't know why they pointed out mom, because dads be weird too. So I say parents. So yeah, get into it on HuffPost.com.
There it is.
And this has been another episode
of More to the Story.
I'm to
hear more. That's Farron. And thank our special guest, Ty Davis. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week.
Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
Ty, for joining us. And I'm not acknowledging your presence. Bye, you guys.